There it is. I am just getting on the boat. Hey, with my bike. Grand success. Such a beautiful evening. I was the only bike, so I'm the first on. Oh yeah, look at that. Beautiful. Portsmouth Harbour International Port. And over there is my lounge, my special lounge, I think, which is open for cleaning or something. But oh yeah, one of these is mine. It's 27. I'll find that in a moment. But grand success. I'm on the ferry to Bilbao. I think it's Bilbao. I've been saying Bilbao this whole time, but everyone else is saying Bilbao, so let's go with that. And we are off. Goodbye Portsmouth. That blue thing is Spinnaker Tower. Oh, there's a battleship, which you can't see because it's night time, but it's a battleship. Very nice. I've just hit the bar. It was fantastic, very lively. I think there's some live entertainment there later, which I'm planning to avoid. It's a magic show. We'll see what unfolds there anyway. Cool. Oh, that's better. Bye Spinnaker Tower, and goodbye shores of the UK. I'll be back. And I've made it to Bilbao. The ferry was absolutely lovely. It was just like a cruise. The sun shone the whole way. I spent most of the time out on the sun deck, just reading, to be honest, for 32 hours. It was fabulous. I've just managed to get here from the port to the river in Bilbao, and I've managed to cross this crazy bridge, the oldest of its kind apparently, where you get in this little cabine and it zips you across like that for the low price of €1. I was going to try and get it going across, but I don't know how long I'll have to wait. I'm in no rush. That's the nice thing, I've got plenty of time. Like, my hostel doesn't open until 3 or something, and that's in 7 hours, so I think I'm okay. There it goes. Goodbye cabin. I've made it to Loreto in Basque Country after 6-hour cycle, I think. It was hard. It was a lot of uphill. Well, I mean, it's not quite the Alps, like mountain. It's a pretty mountain. I mean, there were lots of hairpins. But it was long and very painful. But day one is done. I'm checked into my hostel. Grand success. And I bought a baguette and a packet of ham and ate the whole thing. Oh yes. Day 2. And I have just climbed the best part of the Pyrenees. There's just about up until that camper van to go, I think. But yeah, that's the Pyrenees to the north, and I don't know, that way. No, wait, to the south, it must be. Yeah, crazy. The sea is in the north. Unbelievable. And I'm just about to go down into Donostia San Sebastian. Oh, where I will be resting very well. Beautiful day out. It's 25 degrees max. For most of the day it's been 21. Oh, it's been absolutely lovely. But the climbs have been savage. Completely savage. But on the bright side, today should be the hardest day of the whole tour. And I've almost made it. So I should be able to do it. Fingers crossed. It's a shame it's coming out so dark, but that's the Basque coast that I've just cycled along. Hills and mountains, you can't see very well, but you can imagine, picture in your mind that there's mountains stretching as far as the eye can see, all the way out to there. Stop focusing on my finger. That's a mountain. And I think I came from even past that. I've come a very long way today. And a very long way vertically as well. But if you look along that, it's undulating and crazy. And I'll try and get a view around the corner in a sec. And there's the other side. There we go. Basque and France. That's completely flat in the horizon, which I'm liking quite a lot. There is a really great mountain behind that bush, which I will be climbing tomorrow. But that should be the end of that, until Brittany at least. Anyway, all descent now down into Donostia San Sebastian. And I've made it to Donostia San Sebastian. The beach. My hostel is inland a bit, unfortunately, but I thought I'd come here first before I crash out. It's a proper city. Like, it's huge. Day 3, and I'm just at the near the top of my final climb in the Basque Country. It was so hard, and I talked myself in and out of doing it several times before I ended up actually doing it. But I hope just up there around the corner will be the top. So here is our last view of the north of Spain. And there you can see the bay perfectly. Where's my finger? There you go. Follow it around there. That's the bay, and France going up the other side there. Incredible. Here's a good view. All that over there is Spain, and right now I'm in France. Ta-da! Day 4. I think I'm in Nouvelle-Aquitaine or something, the province up from Pays Basque. And it's all this cycleway through, I don't know, flat sand land? I don't know what to call that, sandy land? Well, I say flat. I've done a lot of climbing, a suspicious amount of climbing. Oh, but it's gorgeous. Done about 100 kilometers on day 4, about 45 left to go. It's a long day today. I'm glad I chose today for it, because the cycle paths have been fantastic. Look at this. It's been like this pretty much the whole way, separated from any roads and surrounded by pine forests. I think that was the last hill. I say hill, it was a tiny blip. But other than that, it's been very flat through this. Lovely. Day 4, I've started off nice and early. See, you haven't seen my bike for a while. Still the same. You haven't seen me for a while. Let me try and turn this around. Hello, I'm still alive, I'm still good. Going very well, in fact. Today's supposed to be like 30 degrees, so I started off really early on with the sunrise and came across this lake nice and early on with, hang on, check this out. This guy. Oh my lord. Some kind of lobster, angry guy, ready to fight. I don't know what's got him so worked up, but I best leave him be. Here's a bit of a better view of the lake. It is huge. Amazing. The sun is just rising and it's getting warm very quickly. I'm off to Le Porge today, and I realised that today's my 5th day and it's the longest tour I've ever done, because the other longest was to Land's End, which was 4 days. So day 5, let's see how it goes. I managed it. Got the ferry from that side, you see those sand dunes, cycle past them, all the way to this side of the bay, where it should be a flat, nice, easy roll into Le Porge. And there is another great lake. Oh, it's a bit bumpy along here. But look, it's beautiful. I think it's the third of the lakes, and apparently this is the Great Lake region, which would make sense, I suppose. Most of my paths, or all of my paths, in fact, have been separated cycle paths. It's been beautiful. And I'm off to catch a ferry now across the river that comes from Bordeaux. So wish me luck. There we go. Into the forest by Le Porge. It's just beautiful. I love these pine forests. They smell fantastic, first of all. I'm not sure if you can hear the insects, but they are creating quite a noise, which is very atmospheric. It's just lovely cycling this. I'll be sad to leave. I think this is still Nouvelle-Aquitaine, whatever province this is. I'll be sad to leave it. It's just gorgeous. The sun isn't too hot yet even. I think it's... I'm thankful for the shade though. Hey, all is well. I should be just approaching La Porge now in about 10 kilometers. Basically there. It's beautiful. Look around. Yeah. Hey, I thought I'd show you my camping setup. So here we are in La Porge, and my campsite is down this very secret alleyway. Yeah, it's a lovely little place. So hidden. But there's my tent. And there's my bike with my laundry drying on top of it. And that's it, plain and simple. Got a massive site for just me this time. Gorgeous. So I like to I park my bike somewhere in the sun. First thing I do when I get here is have a shower, of course, and then wash up my clothes, hang them out on my bike to dry, and then go find some food somewhere, normally. And that's exactly what I've done this time. Day 6. I'm 2 hours in, and I've been on this road for nearly an hour. It's taken me up to the mouth of the river that comes from Bordeaux. It turns out yesterday I just crossed some random bay. This one's the big mouth of the river. So fingers crossed that will go smoothly. It's still pine forest, which is lovely. But, like, what else is there? All I know now is pine. I have now been on this road, the same road, for 3 hours. France is big. I made it. This is the river that separates me from the other side, and down that way is Bordeaux, and that's the boat that I just missed. Fun story, like on the route there was this family of Germans about half a kilometer long, impossible to overtake because there was people coming on the other side as well. But yeah, it was slow for the last 20k or so. But hey, apparently the next one will, I don't know, boarding for the next one will start in 15 minutes or something. So until then, I'm going to sit on this here wall and eat some snacks. Grand success. I had to wait an hour extra, sadly, but we made it across. Now next stop is Rochefort. Sunflower field. A chambre à tournesol, I think. It's beautiful. I am on the other side, of course, of the river now. And I've just come off a main road, which my maps was telling me to go up, and found a more rural way. And a field of sunflowers. Fantastic. I find myself on another one of these bridges. Here we go, we just headed off. Going to Rochefort. It's just on the other side of the river. Day 7. We made it this far. Today is a rest day. I'm just going from Rochefort to Luçon. It's only 80 kilometers. And it's basically flat, so I'm going to take it nice and easy. I left so late this morning, even after the Boulanger opened in the campsite, in the camping municipal. So I got myself de baguette 5 croissants, ate the lot. So I'm very well prepared for today. Beautiful day again, not too hot. It's a shame about the road noise, isn't it? But I'm sure it will come away from the main road soon enough. Here we go. This sums up day 7 pretty well. It's flat marshlands and fields of wheat. Lots and lots of flat marshlands and fields of wheat. Let me see if I can turn still going well. Let me see, I've got 20 kilometers or so until Luçon, which is where I'm headed today. Today's supposed to be a rest day because it's day 7. I've been going a week, believe it or not. My legs feel it for sure. I reckon I can do it. It's going okay. Just coming to the end now of day 7. I can ride my bike with no handlebars, just about. It's been beautifully flat on mostly Chemin Blanc the whole way. Beautiful day. Really enjoyed it, and my legs aren't feeling it too bad. I'm glad I moved today a bit further forward. It was supposed to be 50 kilometers, but I made it 80 something kilometers instead, because the day after, tomorrow I will that will make tomorrow easier. That's what I'm trying to say. Instead of tomorrow being like 140 kilometers, it's just going to be 80 again, which is going to be great. Oh, and if it's anything like today, I'll be more than happy. Look at that. And we're back in the marshes. Lots and lots of marshland in this part of France. It turns out the pines have turned to marsh and sunflower fields. More marshland. All very welcome though, it's very flat, is marshland. And sunflowers! Da-da-da. They're so pretty. They're so pretty. Let me see. How far am I? I'm about 2 hours in. Let's go this way. Whoa. That's close. We're about 2 hours in, and I think there's 4 or so more hours to go. The next campsite doesn't open check-in until 3 p.m, so that's a winner. Look at this! Sunflowers on both sides. It's gorgeous. What's happening today? Day 8, just beginning. It's actually cold this morning. Almost cold enough to wear a hoodie. Not quite cold enough, but almost there. Trying to get that plane taking off. There's like a tiny aerodrome with a learn to fly school. But no, not today. I changed today's route slightly. I'm gonna make it about how many? Let's try that. About 20 kilometers, no, 15 kilometers longer, to avoid a main road and to be on more cycle path and roads like this instead. Roads with corn. We like those. I found the beach again. I forgot what the place is called. Sable de Coron or something. But it's a full-on seaside resort, right out in all the marshes in the west of France. Well, I think this is the last time I'll see the sea for a while, so soak it all in, and I'm off back inland through the marshes again. Day 9. I'm just heading off. The sun is just about rising. Beautiful mist all around from the marsh that I'm staying in. But yeah, day 9. Wow. At the end of today, I think I'll be about halfway, which is madness. I'm going through Nantes today, which I think is the biggest city I'm going through. So that'll be nice. That'll be fun to remember what cities look like. Yeah, let's see what that brings. Still going. It's cloudy for the first time in France, which isn't a bad thing at all. A break from the heat. Let me see how that's gonna work. Like this. It's a bit close. Oh well. I just had my first mechanical off the trip. Let's try it that way. There we go, that's better. I just had my first mechanical. My back tyre was making this really weird noise. I thought it was just my bag rubbing against it, my pannier. I was like, what is that? It's like chugga 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 chugga. And it wasn't my pannier, I couldn't work it out. So I don't know, I squeezed it and I was like, it's a bit soft. And it had gone down to 20 psi. So I pumped it up and the noise has stopped. So that was that. All good. I'm in Nantes. It's been chaotic. Very big city, it turns out. This is probably the quietest place I've found so far. And it's next to this massive road. But yeah, I'll be happy to get out of Nantes. I'm almost there. I've just got to find a way out of the city. Spooky day 10. I've made it to day 10. Unbelievable. Now, at the end of today, I'll be halfway. Which is also crazy. I've been going so long. But anyway, today I'm going to go into Brittany along this spooky canal. I got up today before sunrise, long before sunrise. I had to pack up in the pitch dark because, let's try this, because it's an 8.5 hour day today and it's supposed to be pushing 30 degrees. So I thought I would get out really early to avoid the heat, maybe, or arrive before 6 p.m. or something like that. I will see if that works out. But yeah, 8.5 hours to go. Let's see. Let's see what today brings. I'm still along the canal. Oh, it's all misty. It's just about 8 a.m. It's not really warming up yet, which is good. But yeah, I've been on this canal for what, 40 kilometers? And I think I'll be on it for another 50 or 60. And if it stays like this, I'll be very happy. The legs are feeling good today. Like yesterday, I think I woke up and I thought, oh God, I could really do with a rest day of nothing. But today, all is well. We're back. I have arrived at my first town in Brittany, and it's so cute. I'm not capturing the cute part, but it is cute, I promise. And we're back on the canal. It turns out this canal links Nantes and Brest. It goes all the way through Brittany. So I'm going to be very familiar with this canal and I'm very thankful for it because it's so flat. And it turns out I'm also just over halfway to my destination today, which is fantastic. I'm making excellent time because I can get a good speed going on this flat bit. And it's not hot yet. We love it. There we go. The mist has finally burnt off. It's about 10 a.m. and it's revealed a beautiful blue sky. It's gonna be a beautiful day again. I'm just coming to my last bit on the river now, on the canal. It's been 120 kilometers. There's a castle and a little waterfall by the lock. How beautiful. Day 10, my first climb since day 3 or something. And it's lovely rolling hills, Brittany so far. Very nearly at my campsite. Hooray! It's getting very hot now. It's pushing 29, I think, so we're almost in the 30s. So I'm happy. Today I've done very, very well indeed. Day 11, my second rest day, in theory. The sun is just coming up. Today's supposed to be 37 degrees. 37. Oh, so I'm trying to get to my campsite before the heat sets in. I woke up this morning and I thought, oh boy, okay, I need a rest day. So that's lucky. Straight back on the bike, but it's only 60 kilometers today, I think. Should take about 4 hours if I'm being leisurely, which I certainly will be. And I'm back on my canal. Beautiful, I love this track. Ride it forever. It looks like I'm on here for about 40 kilometers or something, which I'm very happy about. Day 11 all finished with. It's nice and easy. It's 34 degrees at the moment, climbing, but my campsite is right on this lake here, so that's lovely. I'm just headed round to the restaurant slash bar, which the owners of the campsite also run. Making my way around the lake slowly, because it's so warm. But yeah, not bad. And the hills in Brittany, they are much shallower than those in the Basque Country, which I found surprising. I thought they'd be much harder. But yeah, I climbed 600 odd meters today, and it didn't feel like that at all, really. So more of that. We love it. And Brittany has been beautiful so far. Lots of this, lots of canal. I'm going to go back on the canal tomorrow, spoiler alert. But yeah, so far so good. Day 12. I woke up and it is misty. Still about 20 degrees, but that is much better than 37. It is only 7 AM granted. I am headed to Vélodyssée. Everywhere has its name written in Breton as well, because we are in Brittany, of course. And I'm pretty sure, sooner or later, I'm going to find myself back on the canal. So expect footage of that. I realise I haven't been sending much, let's say, urban footage. So this is like a typical example of one of the tiny, tiny villages that I cycle through very regularly. And here is quite a substantial example of a town. It's got a Mary church, of course, patisserie, and a bar. It never has a bar, but I'm going that way. And there it is. Knew it wouldn't be too long. Here we are back on the canal. On my final day heading west, I can't believe it. So today will mark the furthest west in France that I've been, because Brittany sticks right out at the top. Let me see, today it's supposed to be about 90 kilometers. I think I've done maybe 10, 15 so far. So it's practically a rest day. I mean, come on. Especially if it's like this. And it's almost time to say goodbye to the canal, I think. I'm going to come off it in a few kilometers time. It's beautiful. I'd love to come back and cycle the whole thing one day, from Nantes to Brest or the other way around, or maybe avoid Nantes. I also realised that I've neglected to show you this very important part of my everyday, where I've stopped by a patisserie in whatever town or village or city and get as much croissant and pain au chocolat as I want, and attach a baguette to my bike comme ça, and it's glorious. That does me for lunch. I find myself on a much less used track, up through a forest. I'm halfway up my climb of 280 meters. That first bit was steep, but I think my legs have gotten stronger. than when I was climbing in the Basque Country. I think they've recovered and gained strength, and now it's easier. Yes, grand success. No, this is a new town. They all look very similar, but very French nonetheless. And just like that, the landscape has changed completely again. Massive great heathland, I guess. Each one of those hills with a tiny little church on top, of course, or the ruins of a church. I've had to climb quite a lot to get here. Here it is, Lac du Drenac, which is very, oh well, it's the furthest west that I'll come in France. It's super Celtic around here. By which I mean it's been raining all day, but it's stopped now. Hooray! Some blue in the sky, and this is it. Yeah, so I'll be heading back east tomorrow, all the way back home. Well, literally back home, along the north coast of France. Just starting out with day 13, and it's looking like a beautiful day. Blue skies. Oh, that'd be lovely. Just 70 kilometers today, but over 700 meters ascent, so I'll be climbing. There's that heathland in a bit better weather. See the clouds coming off the top of them hills. So pretty. The sun is just rising. Blind you. It's going well. So I have found the cutest French little town. It is so nice. It's called like something that sounds like Rumpelstiltskin. But I've just got my croissant and pain au raisin from the boulangerie. I'm going to sit over there in the park and enjoy. Look at that monster. Oh yeah. And another super cute Brittany town. I just love bunting, I think. That's the one. Day 14. I'm 2 weeks in. And I'm in Guingamp, I think it's called. Kind of a city, I'd say, in Brittany. I'm on my way to Saint-Malo today. It's 134 kilometers in total with 1,000 meters ascent. I think it's going to be the hardest day of the tour. But on the bright side, after that, it's going to be easy all the way home, I think. So let's see how today goes. It's brightening up a bit. It was raining this morning, but now we've got blue skies are coming. And there it is, our first view of La Manche, the English Channel. Since I was on the boat to Bilbao. Going over a viaduct. Love, love a viaduct. Look at that. Beautiful thing. Over something, I don't know, some inlet that leads out to the sea, I think, to La Manche. Let's look. Oh, look at that. Stunning. Well, that's going to get a photograph, that is. I'm just crossing the bridge now to go over this, I don't know, body of water, this inlet, to Saint-Malo. There's a much bigger bridge over there. But yes, almost there. It has been a challenge this last 40 kilometers, but Skittles have been helping quite a lot, and we're getting there. And I've made it to my campsite. That's the bridge I went across earlier. And this is the Ronce, which is the big estuary that comes in from Saint-Malo, which is just up there. But I'm staying just south of it for now, because there was a campsite here. And I made it. I'm so tired. Today was tough, definitely the toughest day of the whole thing so far. 136 kilometers. It turned out to be a 1,300 meter climb in the end, which is madness. I don't know how I look. I'm sure it's very windy here, but I am destroyed. Oh look, there's loads of apple trees, I think. I'm staying at like a bar campsite. Like it's a bar with a bit of land, and they just let people stay on that, so maybe there's some cider to be had. But yeah, I'm just off to explore the area a little bit, get some supplies, something for breakfast, and we're back on it tomorrow. Look at that. Beautiful. There we are, just starting day 15. The sun is just rising. The Rolls, the Delta is just behind me there. And I should have an easier day today. Yay! It's only going to be 80 kilometers or so. It's about half of what I did yesterday, which is going to be so easy. See Mont Saint-Michel today as well, I hope. I hope that the weather stays good like this. I need to put on some sun cream actually. Yeah, looking forward to it. I have made it to La Manche again. There's the sea. That looks like Saint Malo over there, the peninsula with Saint Malo on. And over there, I don't know if you guys can see it very well, but in the mist is Mont Saint-Michel. So I'm going to be following this track for the next, I don't know how long, and that's going to get closer and closer. There we go, getting closer now. You should be able to just about make it out. And the entire peninsula of Cherbourg. I don't know what it's actually called, but Cherbourg should be at the tip of that landmass. Looks like the tide's way out at the moment. I think that's how it works here. Do they have tides in France? Je sais pas. Just on the approach now. It doesn't come up quite so well on video, but I'm getting closer, I promise. It's a beautiful day, and from here it's only 40 odd minutes to my campsite, and I'm early. It doesn't even open until midday, which is awesome, so I can hang out here for a bit. There it is, I made it. Cycled all the way along the Passerelle, which is covered in people, but I made it. Day 16. And it's a grey day here in Normandy. It's looking like it's going to rain quite a lot later on. Or you just get the feeling that it's going to rain. But today I'm staying on a farm. On a farm in the very middle of nowhere, to be exact. It's it's like, I've stayed on them before. They're so lovely. It's just literally a field with a compost toilet and maybe a tap if you're lucky. Look at that cute bridge. It was much cuter yesterday. I had to do a supermarket run yesterday because I had run out of everything, and it ended up being much further than I expected. But I went across that bridge and it was nice and sunny yesterday, so it looked a lot nicer. But yeah, Normandy it's still hilly, but nicer hilly, I think. It's less vertical and more gradual, which we like. So most of my climbing today is towards the end. Only 500 meters ascent, so should be fine. Well, basically 600. But yeah, should be lovely. 100% of my way so far, since I showed you that bridge, has been on this voie verte. It's like a greenway. So easy, just follow the follow the path, no navigation needed, and it's taken me about 3/4 of the way to my destination. I'm just about to come off it now, sadly, because my destination is probably in the middle of nowhere, so, and far away from the voie verte. But yeah, it's to be honest, a lot like cycling the Downs Link. It's giving disused railway vibes, but very easy cycling. 17. Goodbye emus. Goodbye donkeys. I stayed on a farm. Everyone's still asleep. Well, not after the donkeys just called out like that. There we go, day 17, proper. And it has just stopped raining. Woohoo! For the first time in the last, well, I don't know, since yesterday really. So yeah, the farm I stayed on was super cute. There was emus, there was donkeys. The little donkey got the zoomies. I think I took a video of that and I'll try and put that in. It was so adorable and the owners were really friendly. It was just a whole great experience. Oh, let me stop for a second. Ooh, that doesn't work. Ooh, there we go. So today I'm headed to Caen, which is like a port city, I guess, kind of. But I've booked a hotel for the night, hooray! Because tonight's the 17th and I'll wake up on the 18th, fully rested and ready to go for another day. And I'm very glad that I did book a hotel for tonight because I am moist. I am very damp and so is all my stuff. So today will be a good day to dry all that out. Hooray! And sleep in a bed. Oh, I can't wait. It's going to be very nice. But before then, I've got a pretty easy day today actually. I'm going to arrive in Caen about midday. It's only 60 kilometers away, I think. Not too much climbing. And Normandy climbing is so gentle. It should be nice. And of course, our croissant stop, plus other goodies. Just in some town. Very cute town, like every single town here. There we go, I'm just back on Voie Verte. The one thing I have learned from this trip is French cycleways are very impressive. Like they connect the whole country, I'm sure. So yeah, my next stop, that's a cool factory thing, is Caen. It's 35 kilometers away. Oh, check it out. And I'm just gonna follow this road the whole way. 1860 FGF. Huh. Cool. Anyway, yeah, easy. I'm in Caen. It's fabulous. It's a French city, right opposite Goring by Sea, really. If you draw a line straight up and you smack into Sea Lane Cafe, basically. But yeah, all so far so good. My hotel is perfect. The bed is so comfortable. And yeah, this let's call it a city break. It's not so much about seeing the city as it is relaxing. So I think I will do very well there. That view's a bit better. It's sunny other side. And there goes a tram. Oh, the metropolitan life. Glorious. Some castle thing. Apparently Caen has 1,000 years of history, which I choose to believe, yeah. Why wouldn't it have? It's got a nice centre at least. So it turns out you're just like allowed in the castle. So I came in, it's a building site, pretty much. But they allowed us up to the ramparts. And you got a nice view of the city. Day 18. I'm just leaving Caen. I'm cycling along the river Orne to Ouistreham, which is a port that connects to Portsmouth. And breaking news, I'm now 30. Happy birthday, Alex. I hope you're going well. I'm feeling great. What a beautiful place to spend my birthday today. Today's ride is 80 kilometers, I think. Should take about 5 hours. And it should be lovely. I think I'm going past the coast that connects, that's directly opposite Goring. Like, I'm going to be on the seaside, so I'll give Goring a little wave. But it shouldn't be too hard today. It's only 400 meters climb or something like that. Should be okay. The bridge I want to go over has just lifted itself. Funny looking thing, isn't it? But I'll have to wait. And this is it, like exactly south of Goring by Sea, pretty much. They've got a sand beach. I guess it must be south of Littlehampton. Beautiful countryside. And the sea, it's like the Downs, isn't it? I've just done a lot of climbing, but it wasn't too bad. It's going good. I am here in Pont-l'Évêque. I read that off the sign in front of me with my croissants. It's like a beautiful, beautiful little town. Apparently a tourist destination. And I stopped here because I saw a patisserie and I thought, why not? This is my second patisserie of the day. And will it be my last? Probably not. There we go. Sun's just setting at my lake. I say my lake because my tent is just there. Beautiful lake in Tutanaville. I don't know. Tutanville. Tomorrow, easy day. Should be. We're just doing, I think it's 50 kilometers or something like that. It's just about 3 hours. And it's going to be on the Seine. Yeah, I think oh yeah, my camping tonight isn't sure. Like the camping municipal, I'm not sure if you can book it or if you just show up. So I'm going to just show up and see if it works. But yeah, tomorrow is my risky day. Will I have somewhere to stay? Who knows? It's either going to be a camping municipal on the Seine or something similar. Day 19. It's misty. It was sunny earlier. I had to change my lenses of my glasses back to yellow. But I'm following the Seine today. It's beautiful. I haven't managed to get a clear shot of it yet because there's all these trees in the way. But lots of thatched houses through here. Let me just avoid the car. Tiny, tiny, tiny roads. You'd expect no one at all to be on them, and yet. And yet. Anyway, yes, along the Seine today. So I've arrived at my camping municipal. Very easy. And the check-in was just on this machine. It cost €6 to stay for 24 hours because it's done by hour. And it's got everything you need. Perfect. I'm set up down the bottom by the forest. Here we go. Found the Seine. My camping municipal is just a couple of minutes walk away. So I will be spending the day here, I think. Look at this cute little town. Yeah. I'm gonna go find some shade and read my book. Day 20. This is my last day, really. I'm trying to get to Dieppe. I got super rained on as I crossed over the River Seine, over this massive bridge, and I had to go in the lane for bicycles and agriculture vehicles, bicycles and tractors. But yeah, I'm almost halfway there. It's about 80 kilometers today, and I hope it doesn't rain so hard again, but if it does, I will just get wet. And the rain's back. It's not too bad right now. I'm just hiding in a bus shelter. But I think I'm gonna brave it. There's only, I don't know, 30 kilometers to go. How wet can I really get? I'm just coming down my last descent, and it's been raining so hard for the last, I don't know, 15 minutes. And I'm just about 10 minutes away from my campsite. This is it, I've almost made it. I've just got to make sure my phone doesn't get too wet. There we go, break in the rain. I'm set up next to this river. Beautiful. I'm in Deux Rivières, or Two Rivers, 30 minutes south of Dieppe. So, oh dear, I'm gonna head up there now to Dieppe while it stops raining for a minute, and try and sort out my ferry. I'm going to ask if I can get an earlier ferry because mine's booked for 6 p.m. tomorrow, Just I thought I'd book that one so I could like have some leeway. But I'm here already, so if I can get one like at midday tomorrow, that'd be way better. Yeah, fingers crossed it doesn't have a downpour. On the way here, on the last like 10 kilometers, it rained so hard that it washed my contact lens out of my eye. So I had to stop and find some shelter under a tree. It was completely ridiculous, but I made it. And I'm off out again, so let's see how that goes. I did it! I managed to change my ferry to an earlier time. It was absolute, I don't know what the word is, I think it's tragic, tearing around Dieppe in the pouring rain for a very, very long time trying to find the port. Found it and grand success. And then I went off to an hypermarché to buy some goodies to bring home. Also in the pouring rain, so that was tragic. But now the sun has just come out and I'm drying off, I'm warming up, and everything's okay. And my campsite is directly along this voie verte. Hooray! Actually, just when I was cycling through Dieppe, going or trying to look for a bridge that didn't exist again, I was like fully splashed by this car going past, whoosh, covered in water, but it didn't matter at all because I was completely soaked to the skin already. So it was like, if once you're that wet, you can't get much wetter, right? Oh, I'm dry now. All is well. And finally, the sun is out. The sky is blue. I've just had a big pizza on my last night of this grand Vélo tour, which has been absolutely fantastic. All that's left to do tomorrow is to wake up, get my bread that I ordered, and head to the port. Day 21. I think it's just a shower. Alright, here we are, just in the port of Dieppe. There you go, that looks like my boat over there, with a definite continuation of the South Downs. Let's not play about. I'm gonna go try and check in. Let's hope it all goes smoothly. I think we should be plain sailing from here.